Hi, I'm here to give you a brief history leading up to the current status of the deaf community in Iowa. In 1818, the first School of the Deaf was established in New York, and afterwards, 30 more states followed suit with their own schools. The years between 1840 and 1912 were deemed the golden age of deaf education. During that time, there was a significant growth seen in ASL. In 1950, it was proposed to have a deaf state established, where the community would have control over their schools, as well as having the right to establish their own government. Plans for this state, though, never followed through. In 1864, Gallaudet College was opened, and it still remains a leader in higher education for the deaf today. In the 1870s, Alexander Graham Bell was recognized as a promoter of the community, and during this time he began his career as an educator for the deaf. He started his own school, but it received heavy opposition, and he decided afterwards to pursue inventing a machine to mechanize speech. In the 1880s, manual communication was deemed inferior to oral communication in relation to education, so the U.S. suffered a significant decline in the teaching of ASL. In 1890, the National Association for the Deaf was founded, and was a great contributor to maintaining sign language. Throughout the 1880s and through the 1920s, deaf athletes made impacts in baseball and football with their presence in the professional leagues. Also during this time, baseball umpires started using hand signals so hearing-impaired players could see what was being called. At Gallaudet University, the football team began a tradition that football teams still maintain today. They kept their play secret by huddling while they signed instructions. In 1927, oralism, speaking and lip reading for deaf people, gained popularity, which led to a huge increase in deaf employment. In 1964, oral education for the deaf community was recognized as a failure, and educators started accommodating deaf students more effectively. In the 1970s, total communication was popularized, which is the combination of manual and speech-based instruction, and we still see this form of communication today.